he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. It's a safety creek.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mayfield.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
11 yards and a Panther first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield now. He gets it to Sims, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down. Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing, Mayfield. And Paul has it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
Regular. Bravo.
1st down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
You got me right. Don't be scared of it. Watch out. Check 20. Hey, alert 33. Real.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield, and the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be taken at the 10. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Almost the full length of the field, a 90-yard punt return. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Hey, high 7. He's not going to get me. My 52.
They'll look to throw. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, they felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Mike. 180. Exit. King. 59 mark. Check.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's complete into the hands of A.J. Derby. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to go down again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
You better be afraid of me. Up. Check.
Mayfield now from the 50. And that's complete. It's Sims. There he goes, right side. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Go. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And an alley to run. And there he goes again. Touchdown, Carolina. He goes 91 yards on the kick return. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. So how about the game he's having? He had the punt return earlier for a touchdown. Now the kick return to balance things out.
And oftentimes, guys who are on punt return and kickoff return, many of them are the same guys. And they're devoted to a return guy who can break big plays. And when that happens and they know it's there, they're going to block that much harder and be that much more skillful, as well as utilizing his talents. And this is what you get. Punt return, kick return, a huge game.
And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Working out of the gun, Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run to the fullback, Bohanna, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
X3, 218, chop.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done...
And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 8 yards out as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. He'll look to throw. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Raider, Willie Brown. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They run on first down with Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll take this into the end end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. They'll look to throw.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Catch made there by Derby, the tight end. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll escape to his right, finding Taysom Hill complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple of yards shy of the end zone. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and pound it in with Sayers. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now Sayers. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They're going to look to throw. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Willie Brown. He can't get him down. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will have a touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Dawson tacks on the point after, and this is back to a 5-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left side. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot?
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mayfield now. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Come off the ball.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. So obviously that one really hurts not to be able to convert. But this one's not over yet, Charles. Look at the clock, and then also 2 timeouts still left for him.
And if I'm coaching the defense, I think I'm going all out. And what I mean by that is nothing but pressure packages going at them. I'm going to force them on offense to kind of gamble a little bit. Because I will leave openings, all right? You can sting me, but how often will they want to do that? They're going to want to run the ball and bleed the clock. I'm going after them, hoping to make a big play.
And in a sense, 3 timeouts with that 2-minute warning looming.
Great note right there, because it was the 2 timeouts. They get a 3rd one back. They still have a chance.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, it's Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run with Sayers. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught for 2 points. Very interesting way to end this one. They add on a couple extra that they really didn't need. Partner, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is that ending. Still hard to believe they score on the final play, and then for some salt on the wound, they go for 2 just to widen the margin.
Not to mention, they already had the lead when they scored on the final play. So I don't know if everyone on the team is a fantasy football player, and they're like, hey, get more points for our guys. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe a coach is looking ahead and saying, you know something, the more points we have might be the tiebreaker. But, boy, what a way to finish it.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken very short.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready, ready! 50, plant! Get in the right room! Back, back, back! Kill, kill, kill! Five!
They'll start here with Jackson. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Bruce Smith. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Alpha!
He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down. When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Taking it about the 16. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second out.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. And he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races, down the right side. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh. That's the way.
On first down, Jackson. And he coughed it up, and the Falcons grab it. There he goes, right side. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Panthers take over first and 10.
Got it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up,
They'll run on first down. Jackson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Panthers nothing.
On 2nd down now. It's Jackson. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2.
third down. Here's Bo. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. 67 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken short. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. And he loses the football a second time. And the Falcons grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Check, 59. Hey, I'm coming.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Mike 59. Thanks. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Now a first down throw. Cunningham looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And I think the ball's out. And the Falcons grab it. And some room to maneuver. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown!